So today we're going to discuss the reaction between nickel chloride and sodium hydroxide. It's a double displacement reaction involving the formation of a precipitate.
A double displacement reaction is a chemical reaction in which one component of each of the reactants of the chemical reaction is exchanged among the reactants to produce the products. In the case of today, a nickel chloride and sodium hydroxide reaction will produce a nickel hydroxide and sodium chloride product, exchanging both components in the final products.
Okay, for the experiment we're going to have two 50 milliliter beakers. One will have 15 milliliters of 1 molar sodium hydroxide, 15 milliliters, and the other beaker will have 6 milliliters of 1 molar nickel chloride. 6 milliliters. Okay, so now that we have the two reactants, we're going to mix them together and see what happens.
So notice how at the beginning one solution was bright green and the other one was transparent. As we poured the other solution into the beaker, we noticed a chemical reaction taking place. Although there was no evolution of gas or change in temperature, it is clearly obvious that a greenish-white precipitate formed at the bottom of the beaker. This precipitate is nickel hydroxide and is surrounded by a clear dissociated solution of sodium and chloride ions. Now we can see in this website a visual representation of the reaction that took place in this case, and we can also prove that a white precipitate of nickel hydroxide is formed within an NaCl solution.
Okay, so the reaction we did occurred according to the following balanced chemical equation. Here we can see that 1 mole of aqueous nickel chloride reacted with 2 moles of aqueous sodium hydroxide to produce 1 mole of solid nickel hydroxide and 2 moles of aqueous sodium chloride. The solid nickel hydroxide and the aqueous sodium chloride can be seen here as a precipitate and an aqueous solution of Na plus and Cl minus ions.